I'm Fee, this is Koi, and welcome to Coupled to Comics, your gateway to the vibrant world of comics, manga, anime, and much more. This is the first video in our Bad Parenting series where we discuss the parenting skills of the parents of some of our favorite characters. Now, they may not be a bad person, it's just that their parenting skills are just highly questionable. So, warning, there will be spoilers ahead. You have been warned. I wanted to start the series with one of my favorite animes, Inuyasha. We are going to discuss Kagome's mother, Mrs. Higurashi. The reason I started with Kagome's mother is that when I was younger, my mom would watch different animes with me. And this particular one, she had a problem with Kagome's mother. My mom felt that Kagome's mom wasn't doing her job in protecting her 15-year-old daughter from this strange man, Inuyasha, and allowing her to run around the Japanese countryside with him. In case you aren't familiar with Inuyasha, let me give you just a quick synopsis. So, Inuyasha is a story about Kagome Higurashi, a modern day high school girl who is transported back in time to the Sengoku period of Japan after falling into a mysterious well. There, she meets Inuyasha, a half human, half demon, and they embark on a quest to collect the scattered shards of the Shikun jewel, who Kagome was responsible for shattering in the first place. Now, if you are a parent, you already see a couple of red flags here. Imagine your daughter going back and forth through a time traveling well during the Sengoku period, also known as the Warring States period, with a half demon man that you presumably know nothing about. Not to mention that the Sengoku period had many civil wars and social upheavals that took place almost continuously in the 15th and the 16th centuries in Japan. So, yeah, let's get into this. So, who is Mrs. Higurashi? Mrs. Higurashi is widowed and has two children, Kagome and her brother Sota. They all live with her father in law, Kagome and Sota's grandfather, at their family shrine. We never see Kagome's father, nor do we know how long he's been gone. So, Kagome's mother has been raising her two kids by herself, along with the help of her father in law, her husband's father. During the entire series, we never meet anyone else from their family, and I don't know if that differs in the manga. If it does, please let me know. But from the anime, I don't recall ever meeting anyone from Mrs. Higurashi's side of the family. Mrs. Higurashi appears to be kind, loving, and understanding with a calm demeanor. She wants nothing more than for her family to be happy. Now that we have a little background on Kagome's mother, let's dive into her parenting skills regarding Kagome and why I think that they are problematic. Number one, irresponsible. When Kagome falls down the well, she is gone for a couple of days. When she returns back to the modern era, her mother doesn't seem to be concerned. Come to think of it, not even her grandpa was that upset when she first appeared. Did her mother report her daughter missing? Did she have her son checked into a mental ward when he told her that Kagome was pulled into the well by a monster and disappeared? When Kagome goes for extended trips back through the well, her schooling suffers and she is always struggling to catch up when she does return home. There is a running joke that Kagome's grandfather always calls the school to report that Kagome won't be attending due to an array of illnesses that he comes up with. When she does return to school, her classmates bring this up and feel sorry for her due to her sicknesses. Kagome almost flunks out of school, and the only one that appears to be concerned is Kagome. Why does Kagome's mom allow her to skip that much school to go back in time and fight demons, monsters, witches, and sometimes other humans? She doesn't know if her daughter will make it back alive. In fact, there are times that Kagome almost dies in the feudal era, but miraculously makes it back home. This is very irresponsible on Mrs. Higurashi's part. Number two, too trusting. Kagome's mom was very supportive of her and Inuyasha, and she immediately seems to trust and like Inuyasha upon first meeting him, which is strange. Kagome's mom first meets Inuyasha when he fiercely barges into their house while they are eating dinner, and demands that Kagome come back with him through the well. He grabs her arm and forcefully pulls her towards the door. Now, Kagome's mom knows nothing about this man, and she is okay with her 15-year-old daughter going back down the well to a Civil War era with him. Not to mention, Inuyasha does look fierce and angry, and he has fangs, so I'm sure that he comes off as scary. But Kagome's mom immediately starts to pet his ears. I thought that maybe in a later episode, we were going to see that her mom already knew about Inuyasha in the modern day and knew to trust him. But that doesn't seem to be the case because the manga or anime ended a while ago, and I don't think that was ever revealed. Number three, trying to be Kagome's friend and not her parent. Kagome's mother doesn't seem to discipline her or enforce any rules. She is very supportive of what Kagome wants, but I think she should have stepped in to provide what Kagome needed. At the end of the anime, Kagome had a choice to leave her family in the modern era behind and jump through the well to spend the rest of her life with Inuyasha. Her mother is present when she makes this decision, and her mom is okay with it. She lets Kagome go back in time to the feudal era to live the rest of her life with Inuyasha, never knowing if she would ever see her daughter again. I know. Kagome is 18 or 19 at this point, so it is her decision. But I would think that since Inuyasha is half demon, his mortality should have at least given him, or immortality, should have at least given him, to the modern era where he could have reconnected with her. I guess I say all this to say that Mrs. Higurashi just has bad parenting skills. So let us know. Do you think Kagome's mom had bad parenting skills? Also, if you would like us to discuss other parents in other manga, anime, comics, TV shows, etc., please let us know in the comments below. We thank you for staying with us this far into the video, and we would like to say so long and thanks for all the fish.